All right, welcome everybody to the Softball Network. My name's Bill Littler, and we are here in Beaver, PA, doing what they're calling the Bobcat. What is this? Bobcat tournament. I forget what they name it. Huh. Anyway, it's varsity fall softball, so there's several varsity teams in the area. It's the Bobcat Brawl. I don't know why I forgot about that, but yeah, so there's just scrimmaging pretty much, giving an opportunity for the freshmen to show what they can do and kind of give the coaches something to think about going into the off season. So this game is between Hopewell, who is a Beaver County team, and then we have Pine Richland, which they're more towards Pittsburgh than in this area, but they'll be playing here, and these are timed games. I think they're an hour and 15 minutes, and then either finish the inning or drop dead. I'm not sure what it is, but so they just went over the ground rules, and we should see the teams take the field here. Looks like Hopewell is going to be the home team. I do have two camera angles today. I was going to try to set up three, but my one of my HDMI transmitters seem to have gone belly up. So I need to figure that one out or fix it. It's always nice to have three cameras though. But it's even nicer to have them as a backup. So I can work with two. I can actually work with one, but it's kind of boring. But having two cameras are beneficial. So that third camera is more of a backup. Especially when things don't work right. So good to have. All right, so I don't have these teams lineups, but I do have them on Game Changer. Not all of them are keeping score. Looks like Hopewell is, so I'll get to use theirs. And you can see who's pitching. So number 24 is going to start pitching here. This is Allison Ramley. Trying to get in shade. The glare off this screen is really hard to see. So first pitch is a called strike. Shows bunt. This is a slapper. For Pine Richland, it's Keely Kalinowski. One and one is the count, or 2-1 is the count. 3-1. Keely tried to hook up with my daughter Macy for slapping lessons, but they never were able to get on the same page. I like what Keely's doing. You can see her footwork and everything is pretty close to where it needs to be.
Sam, you got another ball.
Slapping isn't easy. I know some of these girls make it look easy, but it is not easy. All right, so the next batter for Pine Richland. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Is that number 26? Slesky. The one thing I do not like game changers when they have the first initial and last name. There's a swing and a miss. That'll be straight 3. So that's 2 outs. So Hopewell lost their top pitcher to graduation last year. So I don't know if Miss Allison is going to be the main pitcher or if they have other girls. That's going to be pop up to, I don't know if third or left field took it. I don't know, I'm sure. I couldn't see it. But nonetheless, it's 3 outs, so we'll be back after a quick break. All right, so one of our main fundraisers for the network is this NFL Survivor Pool. But this year I'm going to donate all the proceeds to the Bagaki family. So if you are interested, hold on a second. What's up?
I've been trying to catch up to you to give you this card, but this is like...
All right, so I'm back. I don't think we missed anything. I had a player come up to me and give me a thank you card. I appreciate that. All right, so leading off for Hopewell. I think I know who this is, but I want to make sure I'm right. It's Isabella Kakich. I thought it was someone else, so I'm glad I looked. There's a pop-up, and that's going to be caught by... Is that second? No, I think it was first. I'm at that age where I need like 3 different pairs of glasses to do all this. So that's a hard hit. Nice play by first. That was smoke down that line. I couldn't even switch over fast enough. That was a real nice play by first baseman. And I didn't look up to see who was batting there. It was Allison Ramley with a nice hit. Let's see who we got here. Fighting with the sun and wind out here. I have an umbrella to keep the glare off his screen. Is this? This is number 2, I believe. This is Kara Barkovich. She hit it right back to the pitcher. And that'll be out number 3. Or she hit it to the shortstop. It was a shortstop. All right, so after 1, we're tied up at 0. We'll be back after a short break. All right, so something new I'm doing is this newsletter. So the first one's going to be released later today. But if you want to sign up, go to newsletter.bcsoftballnetwork.com. And this is just going to be a monthly newsletter that has everything related to Beaver County softball. So it could be anywhere from 6U all the way up to the high school. And it's definitely something that will grow over time, but it's just a way for me. There's a ball hit to short and a wild throw at first base, and the ball's out of play, so she'll get second. And it looks like she just threw that wide. Rushed her throw a little bit. That happens. But yeah, sign up for the newsletter, and it's just a way for me to reach out to people that aren't on social media. There's stolen base attempt to third, and she's gonna be out. Nice throw. It's a nice move by the catcher to move away from the batter and put her in a better angle for the throw. That was a real nice job there. Called strike 3, and they tagged her to complete the out. So that'll be 2 outs. Shown bunt. And that's going to be popped up and caught by third, and that'll end the inning. That was a quick one. It's like maybe 5 pitches total. All right, we'll be right back after a short. All right, so one of the promises I made to myself doing this is that I will never charge for anyone to watch these videos, but there is a cost associated with it. So um, I'm hoping to use social media to cover the cost, and not worry about having to charge anyone to recover those costs. So get on Facebook. If you aren't on there, follow me, BC Softball Network, and make sure you engage when I post. So like it, share it, comment on it. All of that interaction generates revenue to the network and helps me cover the expenses. There's that foul ball. I'm even decided that I'm not going to do any kind of sponsorships or ask for sponsorships, just because I feel like every sponsorship, a sponsor that gives me money, is money that they don't give to the youth programs in the area. And I'm not really doing this to make a living out of it. I'm doing it for the girls in Beaver County. So called strike. So I'll use the breaks and stuff to advertise my own things to help generate income to the network. There's a ball in play. And she'll get the out at first. Nice play. Is that number 5, I think? Elena Cobalt, I think that's who it was. It's tough getting a roster just because that's a nice pitch. With freshmen, and a lot of times some of these schools may not have enough. There's a pop-up, and the pitcher makes the play. They may not have enough players, so they'll call up a couple 8th graders to help them out. That doesn't happen often, but it does happen. So this is number 9 for Hopewell. It's Riley Anskate. Called strike. That looked like it was in the river there a little bit. That was in the box there. Smart idea. There's a swing and a miss.
1-2.
I hear that. This is Tegan, number 4. She's wearing number 9. And it's that fly out to center field, and that'll be 3 outs. And we'll be back with the bottom of the second. All right, so this is the section lineup, but they're going to start here. We'll come back to this. And Hopewell has actually stayed in 4A with Beaver Falls. There's a hit. And that's going to fall for a single. Oh, that got past the catcher. And she's going to be up. She thought she had it. There is a fly ball. It's against the fence. It's going to be fair. It's going to score one. That was close to being over. That was a shot. It was a ground roll double. The ball must have went through the fence. Or is it foul? Did he call a foul? I guess he did call a foul. It took him a long time to call it. That was a nice shot, though. All right, so same batter. Nice block by the catcher. There's a ball up the middle, fielded by short. She gets the out at first. That does advance the runners to second and third. And that'll be one out. It's a nice play. Just as good as a bunt there, moving the runners into scoring position. There's a lot of girls from Team PA on this team. I think this is the third Team PA helmet I saw. Miss Ty. There's another hit. In the infield, second gets it, makes the out at first. It does score a run. It's nice hitting. Now, I don't know if she meant to do that, but hitting to the right side of the field with a runner on third base is a coach's dream. That's good situational hitting. There's a swing and a miss up in a zone. This better. She likes him high. 2 strikes on her. I'm throwing it high again. A little bit higher where she... Nice idea. Better. Held off on that one. She went 1 ball and 2 strikes. That was an outside pitch, and it's going to be caught by the left fielder. That'll be 3 outs. Pine Richland does score 1. They're up 1-0. We'll be back with the bottom half of the second. Oh, I said I was going to talk about this. So 3A with Hopewell stays down with Beaver Falls. In 4A, a lot of teams moved up to play in 4A. So Ambridge, I think it was Ambridge and Central Valley moved up to 4A. And then Western moved down to 4A. And I think Pine Richland might be 5A. So, but yeah, this is the new sections if you haven't seen them yet. So it's going to be pretty cool. I know 4A is going to be a lot of fun covering as far as Beaver County goes. And then, of course, 2A has several teams in it. So it's looking forward to it. It'll be here before you know it. Winter's almost here. As nice as it is today, winter is close. All right, looks like we're ready to start. So Hopewell's up here, and this is the bottom of the 3rd inning. I have to update the scoreboard. Miss low. So we got 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a called strike. This is Hazel McCowan batting for Hopewell. There's a ball in play, and it's going to be foul. I wasn't sure if that was going to be fair or not. Missed outside. Two balls and 2 strikes. Called strike 3. It's a nice pitch. This is Marina Pinchotti, number 10. She doesn't have a number on her back. Nice to see her working on slapping. Natural lefty and fast. One ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, she has all the toys to be a good slapper. Good eye. And swinging by strike 3. My recommendation is to work on the tee. Just get used to the feel for making contact off that tee. It's a good pitcher. Way to hold off on that. Let me see if I can figure out who this is. Michaela David. Number 35. Good number. There's a ball play. Third makes it, makes a throw, gets the out. And that'll end the inning. All right, so we'll be back with the top of the fourth with Pine Richland up 1-0. So this is one statistic that I keep an eye on. So 80% of you are not subscribed to the network. So if you're watching, please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and you really don't need anything. Just click that subscribe button. You might have to log in using your Gmail account or something, but you know, the more people who subscribe, the larger we grow. The larger we grow, the quicker I get to 4,000 watch hours, and I'll show you more about that later. But if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really helps the network grow and cover all the expenses. All right, so I think we have a new pitcher, and it is Addison Pavlisco. Another slapper here. I think this is there's a ball play, and she's gonna be safe. That's what slappers do. Keely Kalinowski, number 16 for Pine Richland. She's on first now. Keep an eye on her. She's pretty quick. And there she goes. And she's up. Standing up. That was a easy steal there. You see the catcher did a double pump there. You got to come up firing. She set her feet twice. That gets past the catcher, and a runner's going to advance to third. Nobody out. runner on third base. There's a bunt attempt. It's going to be foul. Oh, that one got away from her. Runner stays put there. It's just a ball in the book. I actually seen that happen in a game at Youngstown State. So it happens even at the highest level. Sometimes that ball just slips out of your hand. Nothing you can do about it. Called strike 3. It's a little high in his zone, but he was close enough to not let that go. Right at the letters. Nice pitch. Still have a runner on third base with one out. It's a foul ball. Missed high. Short backstop. Not enough room to steal on a pass ball here off third. Missed high. This field is actually one of the lighted complexes here in Beaver County. Time is called. It looks like the coach for Hopewell wants to come out and talk to her pitcher. I believe she's a freshman, so you have nerves. It's always tough for a freshman to come in here and play at any of these positions, to be honest with you. These girls are playing 14U against girls that are playing 18U, so it's a big jump, big adjustment. There's a bunt attempt. It's going to be a strike called, so that'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a ball play, and that's caught by the right fielder, and she throws it home, and they got her caught in a rundown, and she dropped it. That was a nice throw home. Nice stop by the catcher. Yeah, rundowns are tough. It's always, especially this time of year. I'm sure their practices really didn't focus on rundowns, so. That's definitely something that I can assure you that is going to be on Coach Rhonda's agenda this winter. Missed high. Yeah, rundown practice is fun. It's always organized chaos, pretty much. 3 balls and no strikes. There's a strike. Nice pitch. Missed outside, ball 4. Foul ball. That one missed high.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. There's a stolen base attempt, and she'll be safe. Catcher did much better there. She didn't set her feet twice. She grabbed it and threw it. Much closer play on that one. And that gets past the catcher. This looks like she was more worried about the bunt than she was catching the ball. Ball 4. So they got runners on first and third. There are 2 outs. See if they can get out of this here. This tie, the runner's going to go to second from first. So we have second, third, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Missed inside. 2 balls and a strike. We still have a half left or half hour left in this game. They might get the whole thing in. Evens the count at 2 here. That's a hit. And that's off the fence. And she's going to stop with 2. That's a nice shot there. It hit the foot of the fence. That scores 2. It's a foul ball. going to take third. It was a good read by the base runner to take off on it. That is a fly ball. And caught by third. And that'll end the inning. Behind Richland does some damage though. They score 3. So after, well, we'll be back with the bottom half of the 4th, but Pine Richland's up 4-0. We'll be right back. I'm taking orders for bag tags now. If you don't know these, a lot of the kids love them for their equipment bag. They're fully customized, so whatever you want, I can make. They're hard plastic and pretty durable, waterproof. Big hit last year, so go ahead and email me and get yours ordered, and I'll have them made for you before Christmas. They make nice gifts for the team. Yeah, they were pretty popular last year. I was surprised. So I'm expecting to get a lot this year as well. I can do them for travel or high school teams. Doesn't matter. Even youth teams if you want. Whatever you want. So batting here is Lily Parrish. Her sister was a successful pitcher for Hopewell. She moved on to Bethany College. It's a swing and a miss. So we have 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a hit in play, and that gets past the third baseman. That'll be a base hit. Right down the line, third baseman just couldn't handle it. She got a glove on it, but it kicked away. And it looks like they're gonna use a courtesy runner. And I think that brings them to the top of the order. Stolen base attempt. And they got her. Yes, they did. It's a nice throw by the catcher right there on the money. That'll be first out. Batting now is Isabella Katkich for Hopewell. foul ball. Missed low. That was looked like it was a changeup, but the release point was a little off. Missed outside. There's a fly ball. It's going to be out of play. All four. You can tell the pitcher, Mr. Mark there, catcher wanted something outside, and she threw it inside. A lot of times when you do that, it tricks the umpire in thinking it was a ball, but it could have been over the plate. But there's a foul ball bunting. That's why it's important to hit your spots as a pitcher. That is going to be fair. Not sure. Is he calling obstruction? Yeah. But she was out. Maybe that's his out signal. I'm not sure what he was doing. She's out at first. So you have a runner on third base, I believe. Gonna try to steal him, and she'll be up. So that'll put Hopewell on the board. The play before that, it looked like he signaled obstruction, but I'm not sure why. It's a nice hit to right field. It's going to get past the right fielder, and she's going to go 3. And she'll be safe. Good hustle there. A lot of speed. That was Kara Barkovich. Hit that triple. So, foul ball. This is Addison Pavlisco. Missed outside. Foul ball.
Counts full.
Full count. Missed high ball 4. So that puts runners on the corners. There are 2 outs. This is Ella Hartle. It's a new name for me. I don't remember this girl from last year. Must be a freshman. There's a fly ball. And it's dropped. That could come back and haunt him. Would have been a tougher catch, but it was definitely catchable. I don't know if it was on the screen or not. It's probably off the screen, but she was underneath it. Just dropped it. Swing and a miss. Or she tipped it, but it was caught.
1-2.
Well, she tipped it and caught it, so that's a live ball. There's a foul ball just out of reach. At least try to get there.
Swing. 1-2.
There's a fly ball. And that's going to be caught by the center fielder. And that will end the inning. Hopewell does score 1. But Richland is still up 4-1. We'll be back with the top of the 5th. So I did an interview with these 2 girls here. They're exchange students who came and played for Valley Rage for a few weeks in the summer. Sarah, she's from Croatia, and then Mayan, she's from Israel, and they came over as exchange students, and they played with Rage for a couple tournaments, and I went and actually interviewed them after a game in the summer, and this is going to be one of the podcasts that I release over the winter. So it's pretty interesting. It was the first time I did an interview at the field, so hopefully the audio is okay. I'm sure it could be better, but it was definitely something new for me, and it was pretty exciting for the girls, and I think it was a good interview. I'm excited to watch it. That'll be released in November, probably the second weekend in November. And we can talk about next break I'll talk about the girls that I'm going to interview for the high school seniors.
2-0.
Last year I think I did 6 interviews, and this year I'm looking at I think 14, so definitely doing more. Hopefully it's going to work out. It'll be busy, but it should be fun. I know everyone enjoys these interviews, so. Ball 4. So that gives Pine Richland a leadoff base runner. And she's going to steal second on a pass ball. See, I did 6 player interviews last year. And this year I think I'm doing 14, I think I have so far, maybe more. Changing the script a little bit on the interview itself. Hopefully we can do it cleaner. We don't need as much editing. Made the questions a little bit easier, a little bit more fun. So we'll see how it goes. I think we have 2 or 3 girls from Hopewell that's going to do an interview. And if there's more out there, if you're interested, send me a DM or Facebook or whatever you do. Most of the high school girls are on Instagram. I did notice that. But yeah, just send me a message and we'll add you to the list. It's a foul ball. Umpire hesitated. I didn't know if he was going to call that a foul or not. Did hit her foot in the box. Now, if that would have hit her out of the box, she would have been out. But she was definitely in the box when it hit her foot. There's a pop-up to second, and she drops it. That'll score a run. She was under it. I'm not sure if maybe the wind moved it. She was there. Gives Pine Richland another run, 5-1. Missed tie. Called strike on the corner. Nice pitch. That gets past the catcher. She's going to advance to second. That is going to be out of play. missed outside.
3-2.
And that's going to be ball 4. So we have runners on the corners, and timeout is going to be called by Coach Ronda. So bring East up. Let me see where they are. So these are the girls so far that I'm going to interview. You can see for Hopewell, it's Kara Barkovich and Victoria Mann. And I know there's more seniors on that team, so if you guys want interviewed, let me know. I'll add you to the list. There's a couple other girls from other districts that aren't on this list. But yeah, I'm doing it for anyone. So if you want interviewed, let me know. Last year I did 6. So this year I'm looking at 14, I think. So they'll be shorter, of course, but why not? Interview all the seniors. I don't care. Let's do it. All right, so switched pitchers. Let's see if I can find out who is now pitching for
Nobody out. Play.
Hopewell. And so this is Annabeth Sembauer. It's only fitting that she's a pitcher. She's, from what I saw on Facebook, she's a pretty decent bowler.
3-0.
He's got 3 balls on this batter. That's a strike. Showing bunt here. That's a rip down a line. Definitely going to be foul. Ball 4. And that'll load up the bases. Didn't miss by much there. There is a ground ball. It got through the infield, and it's going to score 2. I don't know if that just got past the infielder. It does score 2, though. I think we're getting close to time. we are back to the top of the order, which is Kylie Kalinowski for Pine Richland. Second and third here. You want to pull something into the 3-4 hole if you can. A lot of times, most of the time, coaches love pitching slappers on the outside part of the plate. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Missed high. 2-2. There's a ball in play. And she's going to be safe at first. Textbook slap there. Infield hit. There's a bunt. That's a nice bunt. And that probably shouldn't have been thrown. And I missed the replay. Hit the wrong button. I think that scores another run. They did get the out at first, it looks like. It was a nice bunt. Swing and a miss. Almost sounded like it. I thought it fouled it, but they did not act like it was a foul. 2 strikes on the batter. A little high. That pitch does not look bad to me. Do a replay. I don't know. Almost looks like she has like a natural drop or something in her pitches. That ball's hit down the line. It's gonna be foul. That's another foul. Two balls and 2 strikes. Oh, that one got away from her. missed outside. That's close. And is that going to be time? It is. It's time. All right. So thanks for watching. That'll be the end of this game due to time limit. And we will have another. I think Hopewell's playing here again. I don't know if it's with... I don't know who it's against, but they are playing again. So I will be back here after a little bit of a break. So we will catch you then. Thanks for watching. I'll be right back.